Only 16 states have laws protecting the First Amendment rights of student journalists. Pennsylvania is not one of them. Every day, college students across the state publish works to their school's newspaper with the knowledge that it could be removed at any moment. Students deserve to have their voices considered without repercussion of the university, yet Pennsylvania hasn't worked towards making this a possibility. For Robert Morris University students, however, a remedy is right under their noses. Tucked away into Patrick Henry is the school's academic media center, the home of RMU Sentry Media, an entirely student-led media organization. Sentry Media works fully separate from the university, allowing students to share their diverse voices. Here, students work in a near-perfect workplace simulation, giving them the opportunity to hone their professional skills and gain real-world experience.
I started off my college career as an engineer, so joining Sentry made me completely shift career paths, and it's something that I don't regret ever doing. You know, it was something that I enjoyed, and I still think back and enjoy the times that we were in the newsroom until like 2 a.m., you know, working on homework and articles at the same time and yelling about both. My name is Garrett Roberts, and I am a reporter for the Beaver County Times, which is a part of the USA Today network. I graduated in April of 2021, and then I was a communications major with a focus in journalism, and right now I'm also a master's student at Point Park pursuing a degree in mass communications. I think the best way that it has helped my professional development, and I always tell people in student media this, is that there is a very comfortable spot in student media to experiment with the different types of storytelling and journalism that not everyone has the opportunity to engage with. In the industry, there's a lot of people who are, you know, I'm a writer, I'm a photographer, I only write this certain thing. At Sentry, you kind of have that ability to experiment with it all. And whenever you go into the job field, suddenly you're a whole lot more capable than some of the people who have been in it for 30 years. In journalism classes, you will find probably one or two people involved in the student media and a lot of people who are just kind of along for the ride. They'll get a job after college. That doesn't work. Getting that experience in student media where you can mess up and you can learn from your experiences translates well into freelance opportunities. You have some connections that you've made through your job, you know, with other people who are in the industry that they can recommend your name. It is a very beneficial part of finding a job.
My name is Ali Jovic. I'm a senior digital cinema and television major, and I am the general manager of RMU TV. I do a lot of work for the organization. Put it simply, I'm in charge of the TV studio. I'm also the studio technician, so I do everything that allows us to have our streams go live so that people can watch them, like our parents on YouTube and Facebook. I've learned a lot more via the hands-on experience. I maybe haven't learned a lot more like education-wise, but I'm able to come to RMU TV and do the things that maybe other students aren't able to do because they're just going to class, doing their homework, and that's it. It's very important to have a student-led media organization because in the classes, it's always kind of the professor who's in charge of things and telling you, oh, do this assignment, or like, we're going to be focusing on this. It's nice to be able to, as students, have that say in what's happening, have that say in like kind of how the university like is doing things, because we put out articles and then the university will contact us and be like, well, how do you think as a student these things should be changed, or we're going to change these things based off the things that you said. So it's very important not only to give us the freedom of kind of having that space outside of the classroom to be able to kind of explore more like on the educational side of things, but it's also nice because, especially with a school that's as small as Robert Morris, the university listens to us and they really take what we say into consideration.
My name is Jaden Barker. I'm a freshman and I'm a co-copy editor for the news section of Sentry Media. I wanted to be a part of Sentry Media because I learned about all of the opportunities at the Day One event, and I've always been interested in TV, behind-the-scenes media, and taking photos and stuff like that. I eventually want to work behind the scenes media in the NFL, so I feel like I'll have the basics background knowledge of how cameras work, of how behind the scenes equipment works, and maybe being like a news reporter or being on camera one day. I think the benefit of Sentry Media being entirely student-led is we're not constricted to do certain things. We can come up with our own ideas and just do what we want and just see where things go from there. I do expect to stay in this organization throughout my career because this has been the field I've always been interested in, and I think more opportunities will eventually come up, and I think it'll really benefit me in the near future.